This video is all about a braid breakdown of French curl boho braids. I am no stranger to braids, but this is only my second time getting French curl braids. I'm really spontaneous when it comes to my hair. I mentioned in my fall vlog that I wanted braids, and here we are a few days later filming this vlog. Originally, I wanted to get ash latte. That's a very popular color for braids right now. Then I got to thinking it's fall time, leaves are gonna change, pumpkin spice, all that stuff is out. Let me go for a darker color. I went to one beauty supply store here in the Houston area. They were almost out of a lot of hair, so I went to a different store. If you wanna find a braider to do this hairstyle, it is the French Curl Boho Braids, extra boho, 22 inches, and she cut it in layers. That is the key with this hairstyle. Lots and lots of layers. This is what the pack looks like. It's the free trust hair. She used 2 packs for this set, and I still have a little bit from one of these left over in the room. This hair, it's the same for the actual braid part and also the boho part. So you don't have to buy separate hair like some of the other box braids, boho styles, if you're wanting to do synthetic hair for your whole head using French curl. Here's what the ash latte looks like by Free Trust. I've noticed myself, I'm leaning towards hair that is already pre-mixed and pre-blended. There are some braiders that still mix colors. I just find it easier to get the combination color that I want by buying them pre-bought. Different brands of hair for French curl braids, you'll see a lot of things. My first set of French curl boho braids, she used Zuri. That's a popular brand. When I went inside the beauty supply store, I blindly asked her what hair did she recommend, and she did say Free Trust and Zuri. Zuri in stores did not have the color combos that the Free Trust did. I do have other synthetic ponytails, buns, hair pieces by Free Trust, so I was okay with getting that brand. Now I've also used Free Trust for braids in the past. I woke up, did my makeup. Now I'm about to take down my hair. I tie a scarf around my head, and also I put on a large bonnet. Y'all see basically how it's in 2 braids. That's how I sleep with them on. Notice how they kind of look loose at the moment. That's very important for when I show y'all how I get ready for bed, how they're loose now. I have a hair piece at the end of it right here. I'm gonna take that down. I'm gonna take this one down too. So this is what it looks like. And then I'm going to undo them. And y'all see how that curl pattern looks so cute? And then this one. This looks really good for just waking up and undoing my hair. I do have to do a little bit of maintenance here and there because I want to make sure my scalp is okay. Having braids does not mean you get to forget about your hair all the way 100%. You still got to take care of your hair and your scalp. My scalp is very sensitive, so I got to make sure I take care of that. So let me show y'all what I use. I have dermatitis or psoriasis. One product that I feel like has really helped me is this. You can get it off Amazon, and I'll have it linked below. I Googled over-the-counter products that help with psoriasis and dermatitis, and this popped up, so I tried it, and it has helped me. I've had multiple bottles of this. If you have severe skin issues and you're afraid to try stuff, talk to your healthcare provider first. Get it at your local pharmacy. It's not prescribed. I like to put a little bit of this on my scalp. Just on the common areas that I know I have some issues with, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Dab it on there. It is kind of runny, so don't be really heavy-handed with it because you'll notice it'll start to drip down your forehead. So just do like a little bit if you need it. And then also I have some oil that I like to put on my scalp. This is the one that you can see is almost empty because I use it a lot when I get braids, but I use it not to saturate my scalp, just a little bit here and there. I just do a dab like that, and then I just rub it in like that. These braids are still fresh. I don't have to do much with them for these French curls. And this is how they look in the back. Boho or no boho? That is the question. The first time I tried boho hair, I cut those braids out 2 weeks later. I took them down. I could not do it. I didn't do enough research on taking care of the boho. Complete disclaimer, I wear synthetic hair when it comes to my braids. I don't use human hair. That first time that I got boho braids, I did have synthetic hair also. I was just being lazy essentially and not taking care of it how I should have. Some people will say it's high maintenance. It can be. I think I'm at the point where I don't think it's too high maintenance for me. It's just normal maintenance, if that makes sense, when it comes to wearing boho hair. So no, I'm not worried about, is this hair gonna be tangly? Is it gonna shed? I know what I'm getting when it comes to synthetic hair and how I'm going to take care of it. How I take care of my synthetic hair, I get a spray bottle and I fill it with water. This is water. One part that gets tangly with synthetic braids I feel like you need to worry about is the back. This nape area, I noticed the hair can get really tangly back there. Just take some water and just spray those down. And then comb it through, comb it through, comb it through, comb it through. Yes, you will feel some snags because it's synthetic hair, but just work your fingers through it and try to get those out like that. Go like that. And take your time doing this part, and even do smaller sections if you feel like it's too much. Some ladies use fabric softener and water. I've never used the fabric softener method. I don't think I really need to, for me personally. And you can do this for your entire head too. I end up wetting a lot of it and doing this step. Right now, I feel like I'm okay. If you're on the fence with getting boho hair, you never know unless you try it. Some ladies feel like it's not for them. Remember, I said it was not for me at all until I said, hold on, let me try one more time, but be intentional about the maintenance. And now I love it. I love boho. These are French curl boho braids. You don't have to get the boho, or you can get extremely light boho. You can get just a few pieces. You don't have to get this much boho with the hair. And I do feel like as I go outside, Houston, dry heat, it's gonna dry up and then it's just gonna get, you may have some pieces that come off. Again, it's synthetic hair. You gotta be realistic about that. You have some oil sheen, and then I just do a little bit. Just a little bit like that. And now it's time for the fun part, to show y'all how I put these braids up. That is the key to allowing this style to last and to not just want to take them out because you're irritated with the boho. For this part, I like to grab my hair and then section it into 2 pieces like this, all the hair like that. You see how I grabbed it? I'm gonna start with 1 piece, and then I'm going to split this essentially into 2. Split it into 2, like that. Y'all see that? It's 2 pieces. Start at the top, and then we're just gonna twist it. Twist it like that. Twist, 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 and then tighten it a little bit as you go down. Twist, twist, twist. So you get all the way down like that. Take your hairpiece, hair tie. I like hair ties, not rubber bands. I feel like rubber bands are a little bit too tight, especially for daily put up. So a hair tie, elastic is fine. And then you're just gonna put your hair tie at the very end, at the very end, at the very end. And then I just loop it like that. You see how this is a little bit tight at the beginning? When I took it down, y'all saw how it was extra loose. From sleeping and going to bed, they're gonna unravel a little bit, so you wanna do it tight. Then the other side, you can go through it a little bit with your hands just to make sure there's not any heavy snags or anything like that. Whether you go frontward or backwards, I really have not noticed a difference, so don't get too caught up in that. We're gonna twist. And it's boho hair, so the boho is going to stick out. Do not get trapped or caught up in, I have to have the boho in. And then there's that one. So these are the braids that I sleep with. And I just put this on like that. I don't put it in a knot. It's a lot of tension in the spot where I put a knot at, which I don't want to happen for me. So I have this scarf, and then I have a large bonnet. I put that on, and then I scoop the braids underneath my bonnet. And this is how I sleep. Isn't she cute? These braids are secure, safe, and that's how I like it. If you've made it to the end of this vlog, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.
I do what I want, just some me time. Keep doing what you want. Maybe I'll love myself.